into, grandma, grandpa. There's someone your parents will listen to.
There's someone.
There's a happy medium. I think there's always a happy
But
medium.
that's the thing, the fear. There's also the fear of that young person. But me personally, I thank God for my parents because I learned how to, just push some things in and be like, okay, like this is actually not how it works. I would have to sit down and give them examples of if you continue to think like this is actually what's going to happen. But if we have an understanding, and it's not like I feel like African kids here that grow up here and that are born here don't hate the African culture.
No,
because
I
personally
love it.
I love our culture. I love its morals.
Our
I
values,
really do.
yeah.
Our values, I love
respect,
it.
yeah.
But I grew up here, and it's like you have to adapt. You have to meet me somewhere to understand me, because that's how a relationship happens. Because how many kids? I feel like so many Black African so many African youth could have been succeeding in school by doing what they've actually wanted to do, but because their parents are like, this is not gonna make me look good.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
complex.
not.
They're so complex.
They're complex,
and it goes back to this, their people's impressions of them.
Yeah.
What are people gonna say? What are people
Exactly.
gonna
That's why you have to talk to them.
Yeah,
But
and
I
I think
feel
they
like
apply
that
the
was
same
with
thing
marriage,
with
too.
marriage too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you do not, I feel like if you're a lawyer, and you're getting married to someone
Who's a banker.
who's a banker or
Your parents can actually be like, no, he's not on your level. But what does that mean? What does that mean?
So
he's
I
not on
have
your
a
level?
question. Why is it that after education it's always marriage next? Why? Must we all get married?
I think that's culture, and I also feel like it's a little bit religion too.
Yeah.
Especially if your
but
parents.
in religion you don't have to get married though.
That's true. You don't have to get married, but I feel like for our parents, that's all they know.
Yeah.
And that's the only relationships that they acknowledge.
Yeah.
Like honestly, with your parents, you can't really me personally. I'll just say friend. This is my friend, not my boyfriend. It's just awkward. I'll just say this is my friend, but they understand.
I can't even tell. I'm not even telling my parents that I have anything.
No, you can't.
I don't have anything anyway.
Yeah, but I just feel like and even at that, you're not gonna tell your parents about a guy unless
because you're scared. That fear.
unless it's gonna be something serious. Because if it's not something serious, then don't. Why am I even talking about?
Because if it ends, they look at you like you made a bad choice, and it's.
But I feel like for the marriage thing, it's a different scale. It's a different process. You kind of go through school don't talk to boys, don't have a boyfriend, and then it kind of gets to oh my gosh, you need a man.
Yeah.
Personally for me, I've never experienced that with my mom, but I've experienced that from outside family members that have been oh my gosh, you're 21 and you don't have a boyfriend. And at one point I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my god, I don't have. And then I'm just like, whoa, chill. Somebody will come in God's time, and that's fine. But I just feel like there's just that pressure, you get to a certain age, and it's kind of oh my gosh, if I'm not married, and it's everybody starts asking you about it, and it's uncomfortable.
It's not your business, though.
It's uncomfortable. I know, but even though it's none of their business, you know very well African elders, especially people who have seen you grow up.
And then if you're
they feel entitled to talk to you and discuss these things with
but
you.
if you're saying they have to look at our perspective because we were born here and everything, then you have to respect my wishes. I don't want to get married. It's none of your business. Leave me alone. That's how it is. I'm sorry. You have to understand me. I'm gonna talk to them respectfully. This is what I want to do. And I pray about it. If no one is then no one is coming. I'm concentrating on what's my career, my education. I can go to school more. There are other things than marriage.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the times, not even African parents, but I feel like some people are some people fear women that choose to go after their careers rather than seeking to be with someone. I personally, I'm obviously gonna get married and have a lot of kids because that's what I want. But right now, I don't want to be in a relationship because a lot of people ask me, why aren't you in a relationship? I'm not in a relationship right now because I'm focused on what I want. I have goals before I want to get married. I'm not saying that are all those goals going to be achieved before I get married. No, maybe they're gonna be achieved. Maybe I'll achieve them when I'm with my future husband. But personally, for the time being, I want to be by myself achieving. I want to finish school. I want to have my own money. I want to be able to have my own business. I mean, can that happen in the span of 3 years? I mean, if it's God's will for my life, sure. But other than that, I'm not going to fall into the pressure of society and feel the need to be with someone because.
But there's a pressure for education, but I don't really feel like society has a pressure for marriage because I feel like
not marriage, but to be in a relationship. To be in a relationship, there is a pressure. We go on Instagram, what do we see? Relationship goals. But relationship goals, you could be. He's probably beating you at night.
Career goals.
Career goals.
I feel like you have to separate yourself from society sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what I tend to do. Don't get me wrong. Of course, I want to get married if it's, God's purpose for me. But like, I have other things to look onto. And then in the African society, you are very correct. There's this pressure to get married. So how the question is, how do we stop that? How do we, remove? Do they have to be westernized, or can a new African culture?
What I think it is though. I think it's the root of the pressure.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a glamorization of a wedding, but it's not about a marriage. So I don't feel like for example, your family members don't really care about how well you are prepared for marriage, if you even know how to cook or what marriage is, but they're just prepared for the white dress you're gonna wear on your wedding day, and for them to wear the African wax and be like, hey, my niece is getting married.
They care about,
it's kind of like that. I don't feel like that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that pressure, like if it was rooted in something that's like substantial, then it would be great. If it was rooted in, I want you to get married because I want you to recreate the image or recreate what God purpose and intended marriage for, then okay, that's beautiful, that's great. Encourage me in that, and if that's God's will, amen. And that's gonna happen, But I feel like the pressure that like some African parents, not at all, but some African parents give is just that let me raise my shoulders up. I'm marrying my kids now, but it's like you're not even preparing, they're not even ready. They don't even know what's the calling, what's the purpose of being a wife or even being a husband, And also that pressure only exists for women. It doesn't exist for guys.
But I feel like there's a double, and I feel like there's a double pressure even because not only there's a pressure to get married, but it's like we said, who you're getting married to.
Yes.
Because you're not gonna. And first of all, it depends who. Like we said, depends who your parents are. But knowing most African parents, they want their daughters to get married, especially for females. They want their daughters to get married to like doctors, lawyers, businessmen,
people who have good
status
in society.
But that's not realistic.
And I feel families are another. It's another pressure because I feel like personally from where like in my families, like we have people are married in really, really good families. And looking at that, it's like, man, I'm looking at myself and I'm like, I have to get married in a really good family. Like, I have to get myself in a good, family. Like, I'm not going to get myself into any type of family, it's kind of, maybe it's just my own pressure, but I feel like a lot of African parents, it's also like, are you marrying someone from the same status? Like, are we on this same level? I'm not
educated like us?
But I think now in this generation, though, it's very different.
Yeah, we're breaking that cycle.
We're breaking that cycle.
Now it's more about love. It's more about, is he stable enough to take care of you? And are you guys, because if you marry at 25 or 27, you're young. Both of you are definitely not where you want to be. You're not making millions yet. And I think some parents now, they begin to understand that. And then, they accept it and they're like, okay, you have to work. Show me. I think as a parent, you should be, show me how you guys are going to make it. Let me be, sure.
Comfortable.
Comfortable with this union that you're about to come into.
Yeah, it makes sense, but I don't feel like he needs to be a millionaire. It makes sense, and I feel like that it sucks sometimes because it's like so many parents you could kill a good relationship, and I feel like it's so confusing because it's like contradicting values. You treat
religion comes into it too. Is he a Christian?
Yeah, but that makes sense, as somebody who says you want to be equally yoked with somebody. That I don't mind, but I just feel like some of the...
But then you can, if you fall in love with a Muslim, you can actually, in the course of your relationship, make him a Christian.
That's true.
Yeah.
If it's God's will.
If it's God's will.
That's true.
My auntie married a Muslim and now he's a pastor of the main church in Ireland. So,
wow.
Yeah. It just depends. You have to, all these things, if you're a Christian, just have prayer behind you, to back you up.